Good morning, you sexy mama jammas. Welcome back to the channel. Today is now Thursday, November 6th at 5:56 in the a.m. We're about to head out to TA here in Withville, and we're an hour and a half from delivery. We're gonna walk inside and get some type of breakfast, get some beverages, and head on down. So yeah, let's see what the trucking world has in store for us today, shall we? Thanks for being here, y'all.
Crack a monster, greet the sun. Big blues humming, ready to run.
All right, first I want to do a shout out to the mystery gift card giver. I bought me breakfast this morning. Thank you so much. But what kind of got me going, right now we're 24 miles away from delivery. We're on 72, well now 52, because 74 ended, and now we're on 52 officially, and it's the future corridor of I-74. But anyhow, I just saw signs in Pilot Mountain, which reminds me of a comment I had a couple days ago, talking about Pilot Mountain and so forth. But I replied to that comment with this little story I figured I'd tell you guys. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it before. But Pilot Mountain, I used to have a girlfriend. This was like, hell, I was 20, yeah, I was 21 years old, 22 years old, somewhere in that window. And I worked at Ticketmaster. And I had a girlfriend when I worked there, that I met while I worked there. And it didn't last long, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 months. But anyhow, we took a weekend trip down here to Pilot Mountain because her parents owned a bed and breakfast in Pilot Mountain. Now, if you know Pilot Mountain, it's Pilot Mountain, North Carolina, it's for real, but in the TV show, Andy Griffith's show, it was Mount Pilot, right? But anyhow, her B&B was like directly like across the way from, they had Mayberry. Mayberry was staged up. Mayberry is an actual town, or at least I'm sure it was built like Mayberry down there for that reason, but they had the old jailhouse, you know, they had the old cop cars out there, old Floyd's, barbershop and the diner and all that good shit. There was even a house not too far away, around a couple blocks or whatever, that supposedly where the real Andy Griffith grew up. Now, I'm not sure the story about the real Andy Griffith, but my father growing up as a child, as a child, my father, he was a big fan of the Andy Griffith Show and MASH and Bonanza and things like that. So of course I had to watch that stuff growing up, because when you're a child you don't have a choice of what's on the tube. So yeah, I mean, I thought we went to this B&B. That was my first experience of this B&B of what stuffed French toast was all about. Man, that shit was great. And the bedrooms in this B&B were, I think they had like 7 or 8 rooms, and they were each named after one of the children, one of the parents' kids or grandkids of some sort. So obviously, you know, we're staying in her parents' B&B. We didn't get to share a room, so she let me stay in. She wanted me to stay in her room, which was the room that was named after her. I don't remember her name, but I remember it was a purple themed room. I was like, whatever. It was a cool experience. I think it's the only time I've ever stayed, the first and only time I've ever stayed in the B&B. Yeah, pretty sure. Not an Airbnb, y'all. A real B&B. Bed and breakfast. Somebody who owns a big ass house, they rent out bedrooms and make you breakfast. Real bed and breakfast. That's what B&B stands for. In case you new age people did not know that. B&B stands for bed and breakfast. So there you go. Anyway, we're 21 miles away. We'll be there right at 7:30. Maybe someone's there, maybe someone's not. Appointment's at 8 o'clock. We'll see how it goes. All right, since I forgot to clean my windshield this morning, I got bug guts everywhere, and I'm not showing you the front view because it's probably a big old gut of bug there blocking the view anyway. So you're going to have to look at my pretty face. We're about to turn left on our turn. We're 0.9 miles away. It is now 7:33 because there was a weird split on the highway back yonder, and I wound up being on the left instead of the right. So I took the 2 mile longer route through a town, Stoplights every damn block, so we gotta turn left here and go down a few blocks, and then we are there at Ferguson HVAC. So we shall see. Judging by looking at the, well, once we get down there, we're around the curve, and then it's like kind of entrance is like right there. Looks like plenty of room for docking. So at least judging by whatever that Google picture was taken. Let me go ahead and just bring up this real quick while we're at this red light, just so I can remember the actual address in case there's no name out in the front on the building. Loaded. We're looking for 4415 Providence Lane. Driving into the sunrise ain't fun. I know the blinker sounds annoying when you're listening, but you know what? This is real life trucking here. We out here driving, y'all. Swing wide, it's a frickin' trailer. Alright, turn that blinker off because I know it's aggravating y'all as much as it is me. We go up here, turn left on the Enterprise Drive here in just a moment. Sun's in my eyeball. Turn my blinker on. Right here. Enterprise Drive sure is. Roll my window down. Oh, people coming. Sun's got me. A little tight for a truck, and it should be here on the right. Right. Around this bend. The bend's to the right. The place is to the left. Is that correct? Yeah. Ferguson. Yep, sure enough. Fall leaves everywhere, tight corners and bends. 4415 right here. Go back here to the gate and figure out who we got to talk to. Well, it's not very roomy at all, to be honest. I'm just gonna stand here. I'm just gonna sit here and just block everything. So I figure out which door they want me to get into. All right. But before that, new flavor alert for Monster Zero, Ultra Wild Passion. Not sponsored, but let's check this out. Ultra Wild Passion. See what it's all about. I don't know what that smells like. Yeah. Nope, not for me. I mean, I'll finish it, of course, but no, that's not for me. So we're in the dock. We've been in the dock for a few minutes. One of those damn rascals fell out when I opened the door. I opened the one side and it was about to fall. I was like, okay. So I was kind of feeling on it. How heavy is it? A couple 100 pounds at least. I stood there, looked for a minute. And I was like, it's insulation. All it is the HVAC tubing going through your air ducts, your vent ducts is all it is. So I just quickly flipped the other door open, backed up, and just let it fall to the ground. Only one fell out. Too heavy for me to pick back up. I told him, he said, no problem. It's right there against the corner of the fence. So he's like, no worries, man. He said, that happens all the time. So, yeah, but I just put in the destination for the next drop off. It's 120 miles away. 2 hours and 2 hours and 6 minutes. So he said he'll get me unloaded rather quickly, hopefully, because my next appointment's at 11 a.m. and then I go over to John Deere for 1 p.m. roughly. So hopefully these loads do go rather quickly. So we'll see. All right, we are done. 8:25 in the a.m. Actually, now it's 8:30. I pulled off the dock at 8:25. And we're going to go ahead and click on departure. Submit. Now we're 2 hours and 6 minutes roughly from our next location, which is in Garner, North Carolina, another Ferguson. Let's get to getting. All right, we're turning, is it this one? No. It's the next one, stoplight. Trucker Path could not or did not register this address for this business. That's Cascadia. It didn't register 3001 or nothing, which is where I'm going, but it did register 2000. Well, okay, fine. Close enough. So we gotta look for 3001. We look for another Ferguson. I don't see. See that sign right there. I see the signs inside. I got a red light, a red arrow. This is 3001 straight ahead. Okay. There's an LKQ here. It's Garner Business Park in Garner, North Carolina. Back here is MD Logistics. Just wondering if that's where we're going, is back here to the back. It's Elitech up front. Ferguson, I see Ferguson on the sign. And 3001 is just straight on, okay. Straight to the back. Why you get all squawky, man? Quiet for hours. 2001 straight ahead, it says. 1000 is right here. LKQ. Ferguson, let's turn it back. Okay, brand new building because it's not registered here it's on the left, okay? Must be new because it's just not registered on Trucker Path. Because 2000's right there, 3000's over here. So I go read the signs, shipping and receiving, straight ahead. Okay. Okay. Looks, I mean, I don't know, I can't tell if it's new or not. Well, I can't know. So but it is now 10:41 for an 11 o'clock appointment. Flatbed here with some man lifts there. I see a sign. It says anything about receiving. That's Ferguson. I'm looking for any sign that says something about receiving. Warehouse office. That's close enough. Yep, right here. All right, so let's just go check in. All right, we're on the dock. It's 11:01. been in the dock for a couple of minutes. They've already started unloading me. Less than a third of a trailer. That should be unloaded pretty quickly. And I just put the destination into the John Deere. We're 24 miles and 25 minutes away from there. So once we leave here, we're going to go there. But let me see if there's a truck stop on the way. There's a Circle K right out here. What's this? That's a Wilco Hess in Garner. Anything? Rest areas? Yeah. So what we'll do, once we leave Benson, I've already thought about this route. We're going to take 95 down to 20 and take 20 all the way across to Dallas, instead of taking 40 all the way, because I'm not going through the gorge on 40. You know, through North Carolina, Tennessee, where that... Yeah, I'm not going through that mess. So I'm not sure what trucker path will tell me to take, but I would imagine it's going to tell me to take what I'm thinking. That's just the simplest way. 2 highways and boom, Bob's your freaking uncle. And I don't know exactly where in Dallas I'm going, because it says in the destination, go to the address on the BOL. So when they have things like that, they don't have specific drops. They just put in like the city, 1111 Main Street or something as a filler. So, but 20 gets me down Dallas, through Dallas, whatever. So that's fine. Oh, you know me in these early mornings. Some of y'all are like, oh, that ain't early. Shut up. So how much time do I have on my clock? I have 7 hours drive time left. During that 7 hours, should be able to cover about, well, Atlanta. Should I give up on trying to get there tomorrow? I don't want to. I would really, really love to get there tomorrow before 4 o'clock, before they close. I'm going to see if they got that phone number on the BOL when I get it. I'm going to call them and talk to them and say, hey, if I'm not there, if I was there, I was told 4 o'clock's your latest. If I can't get there by 4, what's the absolute latest I can be there for you to accept delivery? Now, if they're on the east side of Dallas, that would be ideal, because they're closer to me, right? Have I done this load before? Maybe. But also, if it gets to the point, if I figure out it's to the point to where I can't be there by tomorrow, and I have to wait till Monday to deliver, then I might as well just alter my route and go down south and maybe go to Houston for the weekend. I could be there tomorrow night. So let's see what the mileage is from Benson, North Carolina to New Caney, Texas. 1,180 miles. Same amount of miles or so to Dallas. 17 hours driving. I could be there late tomorrow night. 7 hours a day, 10 tomorrow. As long as, of course, there's no issues. So what if I change that New Caney to Dallas? 1,186 miles. Like I said, same way. But, I mean, it's the same distance to either destination. But it's 250 miles between Dallas and Houston. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. All right, it's 11:40. I'm closing out the assignment. We'll pull off the dock and lock the doors. And like I said, we're 25 minutes away from John Deere. It's 11:40, like I said. So we scheduled it for 1 o'clock. They said we got to 1:30 to be there, but I'm gonna stop at the Circle K out here, use the restroom, and we'll try to find something to snack on, because I'm not sure I'll show up early. They'll take me. I don't know. Uploading 4 files. Once this is done, we'll be out of here. Alright, we are here. This does not look like... Yeah, it does. Yes, it does. Never mind. I'm a member now. I was just a turn ahead of myself is all. Alright, we're going to check in. It's 12:10. Well, I checked in. He said just hang out. All the doors are full right now. I'll call you when one opens and tell you where to go. So, 12:21 in the PM. You early birds, man. I don't know how y'all do it. I'm tired. I'm ready for a nap. I'm not gonna get one though. I'm not gonna take one. But I'm ready for one. Oh, you need to be here?
I'm going right here, and then I'm going to pick up that one right here.
Alright. Yep, I'm going to back up some because ain't nowhere to go forward. They're jam-packed in here today. All right. Yeah, dumpster man. Yeah. Old dumpster man. He's got to drop off a bunker and pick up another bunker, and I was in his way. All right, it's a waiting game. Man, you know how you meet somebody and they just have this infectious personality? I just met a man named Peter. He's a Mercer driver. He's like, I knew you was coming here, bro. I knew you was coming. This Benson yard is tight, right? So I wound up try to do a UE, and I was short because there was a waste management truck in the way, the one I moved out for earlier. So I wound up backing back out, or I was in the middle of a 180, and I realized this truck was in the way, so I couldn't jack it anymore because it would have been, I said jack, because it would have jacked, not literally. So I just kept, when you're in a situation like that, hold your wheel the way it is, and you just go back the same way, and your trailer will line up where it was. Anyway, well, as I was backing, the waste management saw I was out of the room, so he backed up about 15 feet for me, so that was good. It worked out. So then I did there was a guy behind me watching me just to make sure I stayed clear. He was giving me a hand just saying, hey, you're good. So I was able, the extra room, I was able to do the 180, and then back here in the dock 1, it's now 1 o'clock, 1:03. So, but anyway, we was talking. He's like, big country. And this dude he's been with Mercer for what, 21 months, he said. He loves Mercer. He's a big fan, like I am. And get this, his truck number is 23775. I saw that, I'm like, oh no. I was like, come here. We were standing at the back of my drive axles, just bullshitting. Once I got to my truck number, I carried it up, I covered it up, and then I let the 775 go, then I was like the 4. So I'm 24775. Just we're 1,000 number trucks apart. Peter's is great. He's like, yeah, I go all over, man. He's, very, very enthusiastic speaking. He's the first person to get one of the scavenger hunt packs. So, Peter, thank you, man. Thank you for saying hey to me. Thanks you for speaking. And that's why I tell all of you, when you see me out here, hey, help me out. I mean, he was helping me spot, and I realized my mirrors were dirty, so I did backing into a dark dock ain't good when you got dirty mirrors. It's hard. So, and I haven't had blue washed in a while, so he needs to be cleaned. I'm gonna get my Windex out here in a minute, clean my mirrors anyway. I need to go by the truck stop so I can get some more washer fluid, my washer fluid's out, and clean my windshield too, because bugs. But it was great meeting Peter. I love meeting people like that are just, just genuine high positivity people, right? Just high positivity. Peter, be safe on your journeys, man. I think he's got 4 jobs here. He's going up to New York. He goes all over, California, New York. It doesn't matter. He goes everywhere. So we're now on the dock at 1 o'clock. We have 6 hours and 43 minutes left on our shift, unless we can squeeze in a split somewhere. If we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. I'm kind of losing hope about the being in Dallas tomorrow. We'll find out once I get the paperwork to find out exactly where we're going, and then try to talk to them people and see what's up. What's he got? He's got a bunch of. I think I got the same thing. There are 360 mowers, and they just come in and they're already in like little aluminum cages and so forth. So I'm not sure what I'm getting, but we'll find out here in a little bit. All right, overachiever status. We ain't got to worry about that no more. It's 2:25. They've been loading me, but the longer I stay here, the more tired I am getting. So I'm probably now I got till Monday morning to get there. So I'm going to probably. Oh, hold up. I don't even know where the hell I'm going yet, but I'm pretty sure. Where the hell am I? I'm right here. There's 95. Oh, is it north of me? Let me do that. Let me do that. I don't know if it's north or south. Oh, there it is. 95 exit 106. Oh, it's too far north. Yeah. I won't do that. I won't go to County 95. I don't want to go out of way just to go somewhere. There's a Love's 6 miles from me, 7.5 miles from me. It says big letters now open, so maybe it's a new Love's. But it's only 55 spots, so it's small. Now there's a Pilot with 265 spots. Is that the one? Yes, that is. That's the one that's got a Quiznos and all that good kind of good stuff in there. But see, and it's a dealer, so I don't know if it's got laundry or anything. Well, let's look. See what amenities it has. It does have laundry. Okay. What we'll do, I don't know. You know what? I'm not going to decide yet. But by tomorrow, when I get ready to park, tomorrow's Friday, the day you'll be seeing this video. By the time I'm parked, it would already have been live. Y'all tell me where I should do a reset along I-20. If I haven't passed it, maybe there's a place that I don't know about. I know. I'm thinking of the route. Let's go down through Birmingham. There's that Tuscaloosa. There's a TA there with a Pilot and all that goody. I don't know. I do want to knock out. You know what? I'm not going to do it. This is only Thursday, but I know I'm not going to get there by tomorrow. So I don't want to stay in Dallas either, because Dallas is not a good place, right? Alright, so let me just zoom out quite a bit here. Almost 20. all the way. This is Birmingham and Meridian, Vicksburg, Shreveport there, Dallas there. Where would you stay to do a reset? I don't know. All I know is when I get out of here, I'm going to a truck stop nearby. I'm just gonna take the rest of the. I'm tired. My eyeball hurts. You've heard me say it before. Regardless of how much or how little rest I've had, if I get to that point and I know I can't be alert, I'm just going to park. That's just the way it is. I will not operate unless I know I can be safe. Just want to do it. But you know, who knows? Maybe I'll lay back when I get over there. I'll lay down, take a nap, go to sleep for 4 or 5 hours or whatever, and I'll still be able to drive. Maybe I'll drive some nighttime. Maybe nighttime through Atlanta would be. I mean, there's no maybe. Nighttime through Atlanta would be best for sure. How many miles am I from Atlanta right now? 403 miles. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right, it's 3:20. We're about to ready to check out. We just put the address in. We're going to XPO Logistics in the northwest part of Dallas. So, in the route, it's taking me the same route I was going to go, 20 all the way across. 95 down to 20 and boom, that's it. 1,213 miles, 18 hours. Yeah, we're not going to deliver this till Monday, so we'll figure all the good stuff out when the time comes. But for now, let's just go to where the hell we're going to park, which I'm not really sure yet. We got to check out first, though. All right, we're out of here. Exit 77 is 7 miles from here. There's a pilot and the Loves there. We're gonna go there. That's the idea. We'll see the spots. So I literally, all I can think about is climbing in bed and going to sleep. So before y'all start trying to get medical, shut up. My sleep is ruined because of my schedule here the past few days. Okay, so shut up with all that. Oh my God, it's this. Yeah, stop. Tonight, I've decided just a minute ago, tonight's gonna be my catch-up night. I'm gonna sleep. So my body says, wake the hell up, and I feel refreshed. It's exactly what's gonna happen. Right after I edit and render this vlog for you guys. And then whatever time I wake up, or whenever I'm done sleeping, then we'll get up tomorrow and we'll drive. We'll be there all. Figure out where we're gonna stop on Saturday by the time we get as close as we can. And then we'll get a 34 out the way. Because we'll have the time to do it. And then unload this thing Monday morning. Now I am looking at a load. We're in Tacoma, Washington. It's a very, very tempting load. I'm gonna actually look at tire chains or socks or whatever while I'm at one of these truck stops, just to see how much they are, if they even have any in stock anywhere. Because I mean, it's not a bad investment to have on the truck, but if it ever gets to a point to where I'm gonna need them, I don't ever intend on ever using them. But you know how that all goes. Anyhow, let's get to where we're gonna park. All right, we're at the pilot I don't know, 10 miles away where we was on 95 now. And I looked inside. I got some monsters, but I want to try something different. I saw this Ghost Orange Cream, and oh my god, this is so freaking good. I mean, if you love orange cream, which I do, it's hard to get a good orange cream. This actually tastes like a creamy back note, but that Ghost is really freaking good. All I can think about is sleep, but I'm going to edit this video. Finish watching Clutch Trucker Channel's video as the video clips import to the my brain's working slow. I'm talking, so I'm sorry. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop. Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate all the support. And yeah, that's shut up, country. I'll see you tomorrow.